Now back to working with essential oils. I want to give you a little bit of history of the extraction methods, just so when you are purchasing or using essential oils, when you see these words, you're going to know what they mean, and you're also going to know which ones are safe for internal use and which ones are not. So there are 3 types of distillation. There's water distillation, which generally is used for just flowers. There's water and steam distillation, which is used for the herb matter and the leaves. So the herb matter might be anything from a leaf, a flower, and a stem. The steam distillation is the most commonly used method, so you're probably going to see that more than anything else. But there is a hydrodiffusion or percolation method, and this just means that they steam from the top rather than steam from the bottom, and that's used a lot with barks and seeds. And then we have the expression or the cold pressing method, and that is used on citrus pills. We also have something that's called the enfleurage, and this is an old French technique that's a cold fat extraction, and this is normally used with jasmine and tuberose and herbs where you can't really extract much essential oils without the cold fat extraction. There are several solvent extractions. These tend to be my least favorite, but also becoming the most popular, so it's good to know. If you're using a commercial brand essential oil, it is very likely that the solvent used is methanol or hexane or petroleum ether. So if you see anything that says solvent extracted using methanol, or hexane or petroleum ether, they're definitely not safe for internal use. And in general, I would try to stay away from using those oils entirely. Some other solvent extractions are ethanol and CO2. CO2 extraction is one of the most popular these days, but there is a potentiality for concentrations of pesticides under a specific polarity in the CO2 extractions. So a lot to think about, but all really good, especially if you want to work internally using the essential oils. Another thing you might see is what's called a concrete. A concrete is the first product made from a solvent extraction, and it contains the waxes and the fats of the plant. There's also what we call an absolute, and an absolute is a concrete mixed with an alcohol. A lot of times when you see jasmine and rose, you're going to see them as an absolute because it just is too much material to make a water distillation.